Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to ChasingCinema.com's official YouTube channel. I'm your host, Jacob Toronto, and like every Sunday, today it's time to talk about the box office report. That's right, every Sunday, right here on this YouTube channel, you can find me discussing the moolah of the movie theaters, as I'd like to call it. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you've never seen any of these other videos, so every day you are tuned into all the movie news that I do, and including Sundays when I do the box office report. I have to read all these numbers off a piece of paper because, as good as I am, I have the terrible memory that most people laugh at when I tell them about it. So I got to write down the numbers because there's no way I'd be able to remember all of them. So surprisingly, dinosaurs reign supreme for the fourth week in a row as this movie earns $30.9 million 4th of July weekend. And when I say this movie, I'm talking about Jurassic World, which is incredibly surprising because though I knew Jurassic World would have some success, I don't think anyone predicted for this movie to do as well as it's doing. $1.38 billion already, which is incredibly impressive. It's earned its spot as the 5th highest grossing film ever, beating out Avengers Age of Ultron. As good as this movie is and as much money as it's making, I never would have predicted that it would remain in the top spot with all the other films that followed its release. But it's extremely well, and I'm really interested in seeing how far this movie could go and see if it could rank up to hit number 4 for the highest grossing film of all time. In second place, we have Inside Out, which is really close to Jurassic World. It actually made $30.1 million, so maybe tomorrow when they actually get actual figures, Inside Out may have finally topped Jurassic World, but I'm not sure it will. But, those are kind of always things with Sunday box office reports. They're still technically estimates, but nonetheless, $30.1 million went to this picture, and figures are reporting that $246.1 million domestically, which is extremely impressive. I mean, this is one of the biggest successes Pixar's had. I'm glad this movie also has stayed in second place. I mean, I thought this movie easily would have taken first, but because it just so happened to come out following Jurassic World, it's not, even though the numbers have been, huge and well-deserving for a number one spot. Just both surprising that these two pictures have remained in stance, even with Terminator Ted and Magic Mike, which I'm about to talk about, have been released. I never finished my sentence. In third place, Arnold and Terminator Genesis earns $28.7 million, bringing its total to $44.1 million as of its Wednesday opening, which is not really impressive at all. I'm actually kind of really surprised. I thought this movie was going to do fairly well. And though this isn't necessarily a bomb or a terrible opening, it's definitely not, I don't think, as successful as these movies were predicted to be. Not super good, and I'm probably... It's not that good. Number 4th comes Channing Tatum and his shirtless friends in Magic Mike XXL with $11.6 million, bringing this total up to $26.6 million. Ouch. That's really tough for a movie like this. I mean, the reason why they decided to go with this movie is because the first one was made for incredibly cheap, and they did a huge amount of money. I want to say the difference was like $140 million. I think the budget was 7, and I think they earned 147, something along those lines. But this movie obviously isn't doing much. However, I think this movie only was made for like $17 million, so it's still a profit, but it's definitely probably going to guarantee us no sequel for Magic Mike. In 5th place, which to me is also incredibly shocking, is Ted 2, that only earned $11 million this weekend, bringing its total up to $58.3 million, which is less than half of what the first movie made in this time frame. The movie was awful. I really was not a fan of Ted 2. Neither was I Magic Mike, but this is probably also guaranteeing us we're not going to be getting another sequel for Ted. And in 6th place, we have Max, the dog-friendly movie, with $6.6 million. So I don't know. This week we have The Gallows and Minions hitting theaters, so I'm really interested in seeing where they're going to fall on this list. And I'm wondering if these other two movies like Terminator and Magic Mike are going to slowly climb the ladder, as Jurassic Week has been in theaters for over a month now. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your thoughts are on these reports down here in the comment sections below. What do you think about these box office reports? Were you surprised? Are you shocked? Are you not shocked? Do you think Minions the Gals will be able to tackle down and find itself at the top of the list? Let me know down here in the comment sections below. Like I said, every Sunday I do this video, this box office report, so make sure you never miss that. But on Sundays as well, I also do a podcast every week. We also do a movie of the month video, which means every month we choose a movie of the month. July is The General, and we talk about these videos, or we talk about this movie every Sunday of the month. And it's really, really fun. I also talked about Ant-Man and House of Cards today, so make sure to go check out all those videos. But make sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss what I'm talking about here on ChasingCinema.com. And then on your way out, make sure to hit the like and give me a thumbs up, showing me that you really appreciate what I do here and you have fun watching me. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jacob Toronto. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and please continue chasing cinema.